Home and patio. I-24, 4th Avenue exit.
Good morning. Nice to begin the week with you here on 3+U. Hope you had a wonderful rested weekend and now you're energized for the week ahead. Maybe you're getting adjusted to the time change that we've recently gone through. Now that we have set those clocks back, let's face it, the afternoon drives are getting darker and darker, which of course makes it much easier to find ourselves in a car accident. Add to it the fact that our homes are soon going to be full of holiday gifts to give. That makes break-ins all the riskier. So it's a good time to talk about having good insurance. And for that, we bring in Brian Beasley, who has that conversation every day with his clients at the Beasley Agency. Good to see you.
It's good to see you too.
And you are smiling this morning, even though you are one of the sad people who knows far too well about car accidents.
Oh, my
it's happened
goodness.
to you a lot lately.
Yeah, it has. It just keeps giving back. Yeah.
Maybe this is God's way of helping you be compassionate with your clients. I don't know. Am I right though, Brian, that with the time change, do we see an increase in car accidents?
And accidents, sure, and break-ins, especially. You said during the holiday season, yeah, that people, leave stuff in their car, and next thing you know, you got your window broken out, and stuff is gone.
I have been quoting you. I've been talking about you behind your back quite a bit.
Thank you.
If your ears have been burning, because somehow in my life I've had these insurance conversations with people. I can't even remember all the ins and outs of it, but I have said, I have this friend Brian, and he told me that.
Yeah.
And that is that you just have to be so careful about when you make a claim on your policy versus when you don't.
Oh my goodness, rates are crazy right now, right? And on your home especially, it makes sense to call your agent before you ever file that first claim. Because I got this call the other day. There was a claim that was already in process. There was a bathtub that had a leak and there was water damage and all the stuff. Well, the person that came to do the tear out opened up the walls and found more water. And they thought the water was from a different location. And I said, you got to make sure that it's part of the same claim. If it's a second claim, you'll never be insured again, or your insurance will go up triple what it is.
So because they called you and not the insurance company directly, you were able to guide them through that then.
Yeah, and it was part of the same. It was the same water damage coming from the same source. So
right.
It wasn't a second claim, but having two claims on your homeowners is very dangerous right now.
Okay, so let's kind of break things down a little bit. One thing I want to pause on is when you said call your agent.
Yes.
There used to be a day and time when we all knew our insurance agent.
Yes.
That seems to have changed for a lot of people now, and you can forget your role.
It's funny because the insurance companies have set it up now where sometimes when you call me, I can start the claim, but I can't really get involved in the claim. Because of the way it's all structured now. So we do everything online now, right? And so it's a lot more difficult for your insurance agent to help in the process, but we're still there. We still have the expertise to be able to say, go get an estimate. That's the first step. Always get an estimate and find out what the cost is, because your deductible may offset that cost. If your deductible's $2,000, $2,500 and that's what it's going to cost to fix it, don't file a claim. Yeah.
Okay, so let's go with a pretend scenario here. I like pretend scenarios.
Sure.
So let's make it a home issue in this case. And something has happened and I was your client and I called you. And I said, okay, this is the situation. What do I do? Or I think I need to file a claim. Would you pause me first and say, well, wait a minute, Julie, let's take a look at some things? So the conversation with you would not be an official file opening.
That's right. That's
Okay.
right. We don't file it. I don't file a claim right away. I say go to this person and get an estimate.
Okay.
Or two, even multiple estimates are always a good idea. And then let's take a look and see whether it's worth filing the claim or whether it's worth paying out of pocket.
It's case by case basis, I realize that, but let's suppose whatever happens on a Saturday, right, where you're enjoying your weekend. If I call 1-800 insurance company, the minute they answer the phone, now a claim is filed, correct?
That's correct. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Talk a little bit about the car accident side of things, because sadly for Brian, he was honest about his life. He had a fender bender of somebody bumped into you, right? They rear-ended you.
My son, yes. Again.
And then your son, and then his son's had another accident, not his fault. So what are you doing?
Yeah, so we totaled 2 cars and replaced them. And now one of the replacement cars, my son's car, he parked across the street from a driveway. Luckily, it was a friend. They didn't know they were friends. They didn't know it was his car, but they backed into him at 5 o'clock in the morning when it was dark outside, like you said, and rubbed his fender. And so we've got another claim.
So are you going to claim it?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because
it's not at fault. It wasn't our fault.
Okay.
It was their fault. Yes.
Okay.
So that's if you didn't cause the accident, then yeah, you absolutely file it. And if you did cause an accident, somebody else is going to file it. On the auto side, really, you can't get away from claiming that there's an accident.
Okay.
When an accident happens.
Let's go back to the home insurance side of things, because policies are going up, premiums are going up.
Yes.
And you hear Brian kind of cautioning you about taking a claim unnecessarily. We've had experiences in our life over the years. We had a break-in at our house, a very bad one. It was after Christmas, after Christmas. So they got everything that we had gotten.
Oh, no.
But people need to really re-examine how much coverage they have. Would you recommend that?
They need to make sure what you're looking for is replacement cost value on your stuff, as opposed to actual cost value, which is a depreciated value. Those are the parts that you're looking at in your policy, and you want to make sure you've got replacement cost. And if you can, replacement cost on your roof. Roofs are expensive now, and but all of the insurance companies have changed the rules right now, because there's a lot of claims, starting with December last year and the ice that froze all the pipes and caused all kinds of water damage. There's been a lot of wind damage and other stuff that's happened. So rates are going up. There's no way to stop that. They're going to continue to go up, unfortunately, Julie. It's going to keep going that way.
But if people come to you, we have a minute left.
Sure.
They can sit with you, talk to you about kind of the structure of their life, how they live, what their family dynamic is, and you can help them find the best policy.
That's right. And I like to walk through every little piece of the policy so they understand what they've got. And yes, structure the policy so that it fits
and be
them.
really careful, because if you were to present to them, you've got $500,000 in coverage on this, that might sound like a lot, but you got to think about how that stretches out.
What is $1 million when you've got somebody that falls off your roof and breaks their neck and is paralyzed for life? Yeah.
What's your long-term payout looking like?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's where you will find him. He's smiling even though he has another claim to file on the car. 428-9222, that's the phone number, thebeasley.agency.com, and we'll help Brian feel a little bit better this morning because you came on a Monday. It's our dad joke of the week. He said, oh, I love the dad joke of the week, and we do too. So here's Jason. We're going to lean in. You do the same thing for this week's joke installment.
Your dad joke of the week, brought to you by West Yellowknife Trading Post.
Hi there, and welcome back to this week's installment of the Dad Joke of the Week. I think 6:30 is the best time on a clock, hands down. I told my boss I needed a raise. I said 3 other companies are after me. He asked which ones. I told him the electric company, the gas company, and the water company. Thank you.
Jason, come on, that was bad, really bad. Who writes these for you anyway, Greg? Anyway, for something good though, come to West Yellowknife in Dalton. You better get it when you see it at the knife.
Be a part of Local 3's Share Your Christmas Food Drive. Stop by our Chattanooga, Cleveland, or Dalton locations on December 8th. Donate anytime at participating Food City or Walmart stores, or by scanning the QR code on your screen.
Dreaming of a beautiful home, but all your money is stuck under the tree? This holiday season, Armor is making it easy. Make this holiday season one to remember with a home upgrade that's not only stunning, but also payment-free for over a year. And here's something to make your season even merrier. During the month of November, Armor is giving away free gutters with select siding projects. Make this holiday season one to remember with Armor Exteriors. Armor up with Armor Exteriors.
Why are women everywhere raving about Sono